Hey, we're back with part 4. I'm America Jones, and part 4 of how we got on our Soulher journey. So we've talked a little bit about the mentorship, meeting the girls who would be our up-and-coming hosts, which I wasn't sure about that right away, but we talked about the mentorship piece. And before we get into the training and talking about how we came together as a group, I want to go back to a little piece of research. I had never seen anything like an all-Black woman radio station, and I was really curious on whether or not it could happen. I knew that in my heart that it was something, and I'm usually pretty good because part of my gift is seeing gaps in things, seeing opportunities where maybe they don't exist. And I had seen this before in other radio stations that I led and started, and I thought, wow, this could be a chance for us to be independent and start something that's unique. Now, what happened was the landscape changed. We had a new administration. We had some stuff going on with nonprofits. I was watching people who I knew in the media losing their jobs. My sorority sister, Joy Reid, was forced out of her position at MSNBC, and then going and starting her own way of doing the news through YouTube. Don Lemon, all of these independent creators were coming forward, having left a corporate environment and come into a private owned and operated environment. I always knew it was possible because podcasting was a thing and there were so many independent podcasters. But what I needed to do was refine the mission and the vision of what we were doing. And so as we were developing and growing and kind of challenging ourselves, one of the questions I asked myself was, what if this thing that we're going to build, this media train because that's what we're calling it, this media train that we built or are building could be global? Could we reach our sisters in other areas? Talk about sisterhood, what it meant to be Black woman, and also the lack of that terminology. That's really a colonialism for the United States. Like, not all Black women or women that look like me call themselves Black women. That's a U.S. thing, UK thing, where colonialism was a big deal, where we had to be classified in that way. And so I wanted to know what that journey looked like. And I was curious. And I sat down with Such, who's one of our hosts, and I kind of mulled this over with her and her background of being from Haiti and having that energy, or having a Haitian descent, I should say, and talked to her. I said, could we connect to more women everywhere and really make that the centerpiece and the intention of this product that we put together? Could that be an answer for wanting to find community globally? Could we talk to somebody in the UK and then somebody from the continent and be over talking to people in the islands and people right here in the US and Canada and beyond? I said, what if we are called to do this work? How are we going to show up? How are we going to deliver this? And then I freaked myself out. So yeah, I had totally had America meltdown because I was like, this is big. It's way bigger than what we can do and how we can carry it off. I don't know how we're going to promote it. I don't know. Like, I went into 10 years from now versus being present in the current moment. So for me, it was a lot and it was really overwhelming. And then I had to get to work, because if I was given this germ of an idea, how could I not investigate it? I know we get lots of ideas often. I'm an ideator by nature, so I'm always coming up with something new. But this one, it stuck. It woke me up in the middle of the night. I kept a notebook by my bed. I took notes over this. I woke up. I was calling people that I trusted, and I couldn't let it go. And so the journey began. And those were the earnest first steps for Soulher Radio. When we come back on the next episode, episode 5, we'll talk a little bit more about what that meant for each of the prospective hosts, kind of what their dreams were and their expression of self, and how that became the rocket fuel for me to keep going in the nights and the days and the weeks ahead. Because trust me, there were some times where I was like, this is dumb, I'm out. It happens when you're creating a new dream.